Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today. So what I've got on my desk is a sheet of 12 by 12 from Papercraft Pen and Ink, and one of the Facebook groups I belong to, one of the women said turn something ugly into something wow. So I thought that I'd have a go at turning something ugly into something wow. I don't know if people might not think this is ugly, but it's not really something that I would normally like to buy, but I'm going to change it into something wow, hopefully, and we'll see how we go. Do I need a pair of scissors, Kay? I need a pair of scissors. So I've done some cutting out before I started. Hopefully this works. No idea. Might have to do double-sided, I just realised, or use some book text to cover this white up. Could do that, I suppose. I'm going to make it a bit of a folder here. So it's going to fold over like that. Hopefully I've measured it properly and it's going to work perfectly. That's good. Measurements, no idea. Let's have a look. That's millimeters. Let's do inches. Oops, sorry, I'm trying to get my ruler out here. So the top big one is 4 3/4, and the small one is 3 1/2, and wide is 6. So 4 3/4 up for the top one, 3 1/2 for the second one, and 6 across that way. So it's probably going to be too big for some of my journals, but that's all right because we can always do some trimming later on. And then I'm going to cut, this is all line of sight here, so hopefully this will work. I didn't measure this one. Copying something, I've got something over here. A template, because I'm not very good at creating things without looking at something. So this is going to go in there like that. Then we need to have another one like that. Could be a bit bigger, so let's be going to measure that one a bit bigger. So if this is, like I said, I could normally film this in advance. So yesterday was the Australian Rules football grand final, and I did it exactly the same. Oh, too busy talking. Oh dear. Let's cut this off here, because I've got a feeling this is another one of my backgrounds here. I've got a feeling this is at the back here, like that. And this one's going to be too busy talking, and I should have made it fatter. It's not going to be the same now. I could just do a bit of cut and paste, or doing another trim maybe at the top here to make it wider. We'll do that. And what else do I need? I need a little pocket there. So the reason I'm not sticking anything down is because I need to cover this white up with something. So anyway, it was the Australian Rules football grand final, and it was the closest grand final in, I don't know, so many years or something or other. Normally I haven't watched the football all year, but I did watch a bit yesterday, and it was a good match. It was a good game because it was close. Close games are good rather than a rollover. So anyway, so that's how it's going to sort of be, ephemera holder. But I'm going to use some book pages to glue this down with, and I'm just going to see if I can find, I've got some back here, sorry, in my stash. Let's use some book pages. it's got a little container ready to go, book pages. So let's just use some of these. This is from a couple of books. I've got a whole container in my cupboard, but this is close to hand. And yes, I know, just tear it, Kay. I just not very successful at it. So today, this is Sunday after the grand final, and our eldest daughter came for a visit this morning, which was really nice because her husband is an avid supporter of one of the teams that played yesterday, and so he went to Melbourne because his family are avid supporters of the same team, black and white team, Collingwood. For those people who are in Australia who know what I'm talking about. And so he went yesterday, but I thought he might have had a match ticket, but it's just so hard to get match tickets, even if you're a member. And so some of his family went, and it was, but not all of them could go. So I think he watched it with his mum at home. Mind you, him and his mum are such avid supporters they can't bring themselves to watch it when things get a bit close. So knowing them, they would have been up and down, not watching it. Do you get like that with your sport? I'm not that was my sport really. So I just gotta remember which is which here. Just that goes there. Do I want to go that way? Sideways, just to be different. Making pocket on okay. It's not really straight, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to fix it up with some lace or washi tape or something, or trim it. So my daughter, like I said, my daughter came up with my granddaughter today for a couple of hours. My daughter loves being in here crafting. She did some wonderful stamping. She's a bit of a magpie when she sees things. I had a little bee sort of thing that I was thinking of putting on my bee journal that I'm making, and she saw it and she said, I like that bee thing. And I thought, oh, she wants it. And I thought, oh, because wasn't too sure how I was going to fix it to journal, because I'm not knowledgeable about that kind of thing. So oh, she could have it really. Not going to stress about it. Oh, too small. After all that, I'm actually may need it all. It's too small anyway. Let's try a big one. Keep it for another one. So she stayed for a couple of hours, and then they went home because son-in-law was coming home this evening at 6 o'clock. So she was going home to do some tidying up, and granddaughter was going to have some rest time, which is a bit of screen time. They allocate some screen time for her a little bit in the afternoon, so she didn't get too much. And then my husband's thinking of going to a record fair because that's what his hobby is. He likes to collect records, and he's thinking of doing that tomorrow. And I'm going to come back in here and do some more crafting. So you can get the general idea of what I'm doing. So I'm going to turn you off for a minute while I glue everything down, and then I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do next, okay? See you in a minute. I'm back. Oh, well, this is why I turned you off, because it took me a while, because I was wanting to find some things to decorate my folder for. So I've just created a little pocket there, a pocket there, pocket there, pocket at the back, and I've inked around the edges except for this bit here. Trimmed it down so it made it look a bit tidier, and I've got some bits and pieces to use for ephemera, but I thought I would just decorate this is from my cluster book that I made out of seeing a Tina of Shabby Dabby Doodah of making one, and I have got that. If you look for cluster book, you should be able to find it somewhere. Made it a while ago, but I haven't been able to use the clusters yet because I haven't had the right thing to put them on, but this is the right thing. So I've decided that was a bit, so I'm going to cover, rather than wreck the whole thing, I'm just going to cover over it like that to give it a bit of colour, a bit of blue. So I've got things that are blue everywhere here, so just to lift it up a little bit. So this will probably be a longer video now. And I've got some lace, whether up at the top or down the bottom. Too wide on the side. Probably too wide now. Thought I found a narrow bit. Oh well, that was a good idea while it lasted, but I might have to try find some lace. I got this from the collection, from the piece of paper, the 12 by 12 that I had. I could use that as well. Where's my proper fussy cutting scissors? Okay, so trying to use those ones. Funny how day today, it said it was going to be 20 something, 21 I think, but it feels a lot warmer than that. I've got the fan on in here. Yesterday was warmish, high 20s, and tomorrow's going to be 30 something. Bit up and down like a yo-yo. Does that look a bit odd? Does look a bit odd, doesn't sort of. We'll put it there for thinking about. Anyway, so that's one page decorated, and I've got some tag here, and I've got some tags here that come from Witchcraft You Do that I could use in the pockets here. We can make a tag to go in this pocket here. If it goes in. Sometimes when you stick things down, they're a bit tight. That's good. I could use the leftovers from this to make the tag with, but I'm going to use a little bit of that. Got the colours, or I could use the blue ones. Try and stay to the blue and make that into a tag here. Let's have a look if this is going to be wide enough. If I use that on the edge there. What do you think? Yes, I know I haven't got it all. Just better maybe a bit of book page on the other side. Let's do that. So stick that bit on. And these are pre-made tags that I got from Office Specs, but I've obviously they're joined together in the middle, and I've obviously cut it wrongly because it's a bit sticking out here, so I'll have to trim that in a minute. Put that down there. And a bit of book page. Dithering here, dithering. Just use a few numbers maybe. Got this off one of the Facebook groups that I belong to. Somebody was selling pages of numbers. Thought, yes, something a bit different. Put that on there. Trim off the excess in a minute, and I need something at the top. What should I put at the top? Could cut that off. I don't know if I want to cut that off though. I could cut the top of the tag off and make a shorter tag. Let's do that. Just trim off the sides. I sometimes do that if I don't have the right size of the thing that I want to cover my tag with. I cut the tag to fit. Whoops. Do you do that? Do you do that? Use my template here. And I will put what I'll do with my butterflies, put the butterflies on top like that. I'll put some other things on top of that afterwards, some numbers and things like that. Just so I wanted to show you very quickly some things you could do using it, the whole 12 by 12. Hopefully, we'll see. That's going to go in there. Stay down. Stay down, Kay. This keeps lifting at the corners here. Maybe a touch more glue. Okay, so that goes in there like that, and I'll make a little, what do you call them? String or something like that. I'm trying to think of the word. So okay, so I'm going to make a little thing here. I'm going to use the back of this Project Life card. Cover that there. Because like I said, I want to try and use up the whole 12 by 12. And then maybe I could do another piece of this, another piece of the something from my, oh, I didn't have to really do, let's do it over here. This is from my trusted book. I'm taking the backing off because it's too much otherwise. It's better to the side, so I like things on the side. I don't necessarily want it all in the middle. Let's go that side. Because this is card in itself, this bit here, from another collection I think. Okay, cut that off. And I'll do some other things on there as well. Maybe you can put the lace on there. And on the tag. You know what I forgot to do? I don't normally ink a lot of these things, but I think I do need to do that for this because of the background's a bit same. So what we could do is make it a bit, I didn't ink this one either. It's a bit wet still. And the glue, pop that there. Could put a bit of washi tape or just a bit of lace maybe. I think I got this out because it was a bit of a different colour. I did, oh well, let's do a bit of lace and then see if we can find something else that sort of lifts the colour a bit later. Oops. Oh. Cut it off the cord. You try to cut it off, and it's because it's not set, it's lifting. Pop that there like that, and take the backing off this one as well because it's just too much. And make a little. That one there, do you think, or this one here, do you think? That looks good on there. Didn't take the back off that very well, did I? Because these come from Witchcraft, you do as well. It's back to back, so you can just use it as is. So if you wanted to make it a bit thicker, you could put a bit of cardstock in between, which I'm going to use this Project Life card because I've got loads of them. Could have used the tag, I suppose. You can say, what a waste, Kay. No, it won't get wasted. It'll get used to something else somewhere along the line. Decoration. Just need to make sure it's all glued down. Didn't do a very good job of gluing that, did I? Because I didn't only glue the one side, Kay, didn't I? Thinking I was going to glue the two pieces of paper together, and I thought, oh no, better not. Be too thin. Terrible cutting out. Okay. And I've got another little embellishment here. I can put on that one there. It's going to go in there, that's right. Little bit of embellishment there. What do you think? Or this one here on the this pocket here. Just have to ink that a little bit. Oh, just dropped my, excuse me. Just going to put that there. What do you think? Was a bit too muted? Do you think maybe could use this one here? There's just half a number there. Cut that off. These are also from Witchcraft You Do. Oh, goodness me. Not cutting out well at all. That looks good. And then I can put this one on another tag, another journaling card. Let's try a different one for a change. Let's try a black and white one. Like this. And pop this behind. Where's that one I cut off? Cut this off like this. Maybe on top like that. No, like that. Get more colour. Like that. Could make it quite like that. Just put a bit of glue on there. Just pop it there like that. Why do the numbers always look upside down? Maybe I should go that way around. Or was it this way around? I think they're more out that way around. Another cluster from my cluster book. And because the cluster's already made, how quick and easy is that? I think I might have to make some more. This time try to be a bit more diverse in my colour ranges, I think. They can go in my back pocket here. No, it's too big. Just so that can go in there. It's not glued down very well. Stay. Okay. So just keep going on and keep going on until you've finished all your pockets, and then there's something at the back, and I haven't got anything at the back to put in there because these are too small. So just quickly, hang on, what have I got here? Just looking through my tags that I've got in front of me here. Just quickly grab something. That's too big, but I could put that in there if I wanted, but it's too big, and it's not going to fit with the other things I've got there. Sorry. So it would be easy if I just got them out, wouldn't it, really? Just trying to find something that's sort of blue, or just goes to show me. Oh, there's a blue one. Is that too big too? No, I don't think it is. It's going to stick out the back, but that's alright. Does that look alright? No. It doesn't. Too big. Oops, things falling down here everywhere. Being fussy here about what kind of thing I'm doing. That needs to be stuck down a bit more. Ah, blue one. I think it might be too small. That one's too small, I think. Okay, no, that'd be fine. So get a couple more like that, and then we'll be done. So anyway, that's my ugly chihuahua. What do you think? Does it work? Looks a lot better than it did. And could actually do some stenciling on top with some blue ink if you wanted to, which I could do now if I wanted to. This one here, and a bit of bluish. What kind of blue should I use? Evergreen Bow. Do you reckon it's the wrong blue? Broken China. It's very light, I think. Yeah, I just need to find a bit of it. Just a bit of blue, just to break up the brown. Yeah, that works. Just a bit of blue. Yeah. Yep, that looks good. I think I'll do maybe do a bit more of that. Well, it's not coming out as much as I'd like, so I might have to do the darker blue. But anyway, that's the whole idea, and I hope that you like that. And I'm really happy with the way it sort of turned out and didn't back needs to be improved as well, so I might have to think about how I'm going to do the back, but on the whole I'm happy with that. I'm always really conscious about time, and it really bothers me that I do that, because I think it really affects the time I spend on things. That's better. And I will decorate the back with some ephemera as well. That's better. Okay, just to break up the blue, the browns, and could almost go around the outside with that. No, keep it at the broken, at the vintage photo. That was peacock feathers I used there. I reckon that looks a lot better than the brown. I might have spoiled it now, I don't really know. Anyway, I'm not sure if I've made it worse or not. Is that wow or not? I don't know. I think I'm going to have to do something about this because it's bothering me, and I'm sorry that I'm going to be taking up your time here because it's just really bothering me. So I might have to find something that's going to go there now. So look, it's just too much. I just use back more of this, all the lace, just to break it up a little bit. It's not wide enough. Might have to go find some blue lace. I'll go and have a look, and I'll be back in a minute. Hopefully this will be it. Okay, I found a label that I think is going to go work there. This is also from Witchcraft You Do. I've got a lot of labels from them, because a lot of things from them really, because I do like their things, and they make really great additions to clusters and backgrounds and whatever. And then that way, I finally found some blue lace after all that. Or should I go down the bottom there? I never know which way to go around. What do you reckon? Is it up or down on the bottom? I know sometimes with tags and things it's down the bottom. But I quite like sometimes the things going up when it's a fixed thing, like a journal or something, or like what I'm making here, an ephemera holder. I hate to think how long this video is, so I'm sorry. This will be my last thing, and I'm going to let you go because I'm sure you don't want to see me fiddling around. But that looks so much better already, and much happier with that now. It was really bothering me before. Perhaps I shouldn't have stenciled it. Hopeless. This is not going to come up. I should have. That's all right. I could just cut the lace underneath. Do you reckon? Maybe it should be around the other way. Yes, that's better. And hide this so much. God, it's not about indecisive. Oh, I have to laugh. Anyway, that's enough fiddling for me today. I'm just happy with the cover, and I'll make that a bit straighter in a minute. Don't look at that too closely. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today and putting up with my contrariness, and have a go at changing one of the 12x12s you're not really fond of, or another, maybe a bit of digital you're not fond of, and creating something out of it new. So thank you very much for joining me again today, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.